Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's 7 o'clock and time for On the Spot with David Rodgers. And now, here he is, Mr. Friday Night, the show pony himself, the man, the dream, the legendary David Rodgers.
Good Tuesday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to On the Spot with David Rodgers. I'm your host, David Rodgers, right along with the dancing destroyer himself, Mr. Dave Holland. We call him Super Dave Holland. He's with us tonight. No Mr. Byron Bagwell, as he's feeling a little bit under the weather. He's going to have some work done on his tooth tomorrow, so he's taking the night off. And no Austin Stevens tonight, David, as he's got some stuff going on today. So we're going solo tonight. But again, welcome into the show. My name is David Rodgers. Glad that you can be here on this beautiful Tuesday. David, let me tell you, man, we've had some beautiful weather. It's been hot, but we've had some beautiful weather, and we're going to get into the weather here in just a few minutes. But let me tell you something, brother. We need some rain, don't we?
Yes.
We need some rain in a bad way, and I'll tell you, I'm hoping it's going to come here soon. But as I was looking at some of the forecasts, yikes. It's going to be just a little far and few in between, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we definitely need it. But anyway, welcome to the show. Let's go ahead and get started as we always do with our prayer, our pledge, and our patriotic quotes of the night that Mr. Byron Bagwell sent me. Again, anybody that's tuning in, thank you again for tuning in to On the Spot with David Rodgers. And we're going to start off with our prayer. Everybody at home, please bow your head. Our righteous Heavenly Father, let us once thank again for a wonderful and glorious day you've given us, dear Lord. Thank you for this time that we have together as a brotherhood. The On the Spot with David Rodgers crew, and of course me and Mr. Holland tonight. But put your hands on Mr. Bagwell, Mr. Byron Bagwell, my co-host, and also Mr. Austin Stevens and Mitchell Gunner as they're out doing their things. And hey, we'll get together with them when the time needs to be, dear Lord. Thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for this beautiful week that you're going to give us. Thank you for letting us live in the greatest country in the world today, dear Lord, the United States of America, the most powerful and freest country in the world today. I know we have our own issues and our own problems, dear Lord, but with your guiding hand and your touch, we can make this country great again. Keep praying for our government officials, dear Lord, that they do the right thing, that they make the right decisions. Not for them, dear Lord, but for us, as they work for us. They're supposed to be representing us, dear Lord, and let them make the right decisions each and every day, that the things that affects our lives. Thank you for our military, all those men and women that serve each and every day, whether it's abroad or whether it's here, dear Lord. Keep a hedge of protection over them as they're out there fighting the good fight, dear Lord, from domestic and international terrorism and anything else that is wanting to harm this great nation, dear Lord. And those also that gave the ultimate sacrifice, dear Lord, their lives. Please touch each and every one of their families as we keep moving forward, trying to keep this country as free and as powerful as can be. Thank you for our first responders, each and every one of those men and women that go out each and every day, that protects us during the day and at night. To protect and serve is their motto. Keep a hedge of protection over them, keep them safe from any harm, and let them go back to their families, dear Lord, as we can go home and know that we're safe from whatever it is that intends to harm us or wants to do ill will to us, dear Lord. Thank you for working America, dear Lord. Every one of those men and women that go out and work each and every day to keep our economy thriving like it should be, dear Lord. Starting from the truck drivers, the railroad workers, the steel workers, anybody that has a hand in making America thrive. Please keep your hedge of protection over them and keep them just guided in the right way and doing the right and positive things. Thank you for the food that we receive each and every day as it goes to nourishment of our bodies and our bodies to thy service. Thank you for a wonderful and glorious day you've given us, for a wonderful and glorious week that you're going to give us, dear Lord. And anybody that has a spoken or unspoken prayer request, dear Lord, that you're the ultimate healer, the ultimate guider, to please touch each and every one of those hearts and make them comfort again. We ask for these things in your Son's name, Jesus Christ, and the congregation says, Amen. All right, let us stand, Dave, for our pledge. And I'm going to ask you, David, if you'll lead us in our pledge.
I'd love to. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen. All right. Welcome into On the Spot with David Rodgers. I am your host, David Rodgers. Thank you for joining us here on this beautiful Tuesday night. And David, I'm trying to get the comments up here, but I don't seem to be able to get my comments up here.
Well,
not sure what's going on.
Well, Dave,
Uh-huh.
for the last couple weeks or so,
Uh-huh.
you've been trying to catch me to get a haircut.
Okay.
I can't seem to get you pinned down.
Right.
So it looks like I got an opportunity right here
Uh-huh.
to just lock you down in that chair and cut your hair.
Are you what? You mean I'm getting a haircut while I'm doing the show?
Yes, sir.
You have, man, y'all better get everybody.
I'm going to share it with all of our viewers.
Oh boy, here we go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is Must Watch Podcast. Here we go. I am getting a haircut. I didn't know that this was going to be happening. I was wondering why you was bringing all the tools out here. And I guess I figured out why now that you are bringing those tools out. And here we go. I guess this old mop is about to come off, isn't it?
Well, how much do you want cut?
Well. As much, yeah, you know how I like it, Dave. Hey, around the ears, make it look good. Hey, keep it where it'll flow, right here, making sure it stays down, and cut some of that back off and square it off, Dave. How about that?
Ooh, man, you got a head full of hair.
Yes, I do, and I'll tell you what, there ain't enough water right there in that water bottle to get this mop. Are you kidding me? Good grief, y'all better get everybody here. David's getting a haircut right here on Podcast Live right here on the spot with David Rodgers, as Dave Holland is cutting my hair right now. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
Well,
there goes some of it.
There's one.
Yeah, there's one. Here we go. All right, well, I'm going to continue on with the show as he's cutting my hair here. So we're getting to the quotes here. Mr. Byron Bagwell was gracious enough to send me a couple of quotes. Here we go. Quote number 1. At its heart, wokeness is divisive, exclusionary, and hateful. It gives mean people a shield to be mean and cruel, armed with false virtue. At its heart, wokeness is divisive, exclusionary, and hateful. It gives mean people a shield to be mean and cruel, armed with false virtue. I will tell you it's not a founding father. I will tell you it's somebody in our modern age. He's an entrepreneur. He's got plenty of money, and he's always in research of different things to do. And I don't want to give you any more than that because I'll probably give it away. I know Byron knows it, but if you have a guess, go ahead and try to guess that. At its heart, wokeness is divisive, exclusionary, and hateful. It gives mean people a shield. It gives mean people a shield to be mean and cruel, armed with false virtue. It is somebody that we know today. It is somebody that is important in our lives today. And this is a quote from this man right here. If you have a guess, please go ahead and try to guess at this time as I welcome in some people. Robert McGee, good evening to you, sir. Ellen Disher Williams, I'm glad you're watching me get a haircut. Lisa Moody Tomlinson's watching. Jennifer Evelyn's watching. Liz Tillery Holland is watching. Good evening to you, Lisa. Dwight Allen, my brother. Hey, you're watching too. David, you were needing a haircut. Lots of laughs from Lisa. Yes, I was. Benny Jackson's watching. Good evening, fellow patriots. Just put a bowl on that head on his head. Lots of laughs. Yes, Dwight Allen, you're exactly right. That is Elon Musk that said that. Elon Musk. And you're right. I need to go ahead and just put a bowl on this head. I don't know how much he's going to take off, but hey, we'll see what happens. All right, that's quote number 1. Good job by everybody. All right, here we go. Quote number 2. Can a people tax themselves into prosperity? Can a man stand in a bucket and lift himself up by the handle? Can a people tax themselves into prosperity? Can a man stand in a bucket and lift himself up by the handle? Who said that? I will tell you that was not a founding father either. He wasn't even American. He was known as well, I don't want to say because I'll give it away then too if I say. But he was a great author of books. He was a great spokesman, and he represented another country. Who would that be? Anybody got a guess that's watching the show tonight as I'm getting a big-time haircut? Yeah, boy, here we go. Can a people tax themselves into prosperity? Can a man stand in a bucket and lift himself up by the handle? Not a founding father. Who would that be? Who do you think that would be? Damn, dadgum, Dave, how much are you taking off?
Just a little bit.
Just a bit? I hope you take off a bunch of it because, as Lisa said, it was in need of a haircut.
Yeah.
So, how about that? Anybody else got a guess right here as we move forward? Can a people tax themselves into prosperity? Can a man stand in a bucket and lift himself up by the handle? I'll give you another hint, and everybody will guess it then. He was a prime minister of a country. How about that? Who would say? Dave, Lisa said, you're doing, hey, Robert McGee, nice job. That is Winston Churchill. How about that, David? Robert McGee, hey, with Winston Churchill. Lisa Moody said, you're doing a great job, David. Yeah. Even Dwight Allen says it was Churchill. So that's exactly right. So anyway, welcome into the show. Glad that y'all are having a good Tuesday. Beautiful weather out there. It's awful hot. I know we almost reached 100 degrees today, and we're going to have a weather report here in just a little bit. But Dave's having to shift my head, so if you see my head moving, it's because I want Dave to make sure he's doing this right and making sure that he's getting my hair cut right. But again, welcome into the show. David Rodgers, no Byron Bagwell tonight as he's at home trying to rest up. He's got a little procedure going on tomorrow. No Austin Stevens as he's got some things going on. Mitchell Gunner will have his show on Thursday night on the Spot Motorsports with Robert. He will have a couple of guests on Thursday night. That show's at 7 o'clock on Thursday night. So make sure you tune in to On the Spot Motorsports with Mitchell Gunner. David Versace, what's up, man? Not much. As you see, I'm getting a haircut because my hair was way, way out of whack. And you can see that David's taken quite a bit off. What? No, McGee, don't give him no kind of ideas. He said a crew cut. Hey, Zamaya's on. Zamaya's watching. Hello there, guys. I really miss you guys. Hope to talk with you guys soon. They do a podcast called Z and Tuck. I don't know if it's still going. I haven't checked it out in a while, Dave. But yeah. They're out of Arizona, right around the Phoenix area, and their podcast is good too. And I do believe they still come on Thursday nights, 10 o'clock our time. So make sure you tune in for that. Yes, he was back last week. Yes, Liz, he was back last week, but he's not here this week as he's got a couple of things going on. So I will be giving the weather here in just a little bit as soon as Dave is done with my haircut. But I do want to go over a couple of things with you that we've got going on. In the sports world, congratulations to the Tennessee Volunteers who won the 2024 Men's College World Series. Defeating the Texas A&M Aggies 6-5 in Game 3 last night to clinch its first national championship. It was a great game. Congratulations to Tennessee. Beat my Noles twice. So I guess if I have any kind of who cares about this, I guess I'd like to see Tennessee win because my Noles got beat by them twice. So congratulations to Tennessee. So Heather Dodd is watching. Hey, buddy, it's been a while since we did it. I have been busy prepping for my wedding. Yes, I remember that you're getting married. Beautiful bride. I've seen some pictures. Congratulations, Z. And I hope everything goes well. And I hope that you can get back to your show. Heather Dodd is watching. Nice haircut, Z said. How about that, Dave? Yeah.
Oh, boy, them ears were thick.
Them ears were thick, he said, and I still got a bunch of it back there, don't I, Dave?
Not anymore.
Not anymore, he says. All of it's on the floor. So anyway, also congratulations to the Florida Panthers who won the NHL Stanley Cup last night, beating the Edmonton Oilers 2-1 last night in Sunrise, Florida. They won the series 4-3 after taking a commanding 3-0 lead. Then the Oilers stormed back and won the next 3 to force a Game 7, and the Florida Panthers pulled that out. So at least the Florida team, Dave, won a championship.
Yeah.
Connor McDavid won the Conn Smythe Award for the most outstanding player in the playoffs. He is one of only a few players to win this award for the losing team, and he was a beast during this whole playoffs. So congratulations to Connor McDavid, who is probably the best hockey player in the... you leaving it like that, Dave?
Looks pretty good, don't it?
Yeah, it looks like dadgum Dracula. But but anyway, congratulations to them as well. So had a couple of championship games going on last night, and congratulations to both of those teams there. Thank goodness, Dave, that you lowered those ears. Love the look, Lisa said. Here we go. Good evening, brothers, sisters, patriots, infidels, and miscreants. Tracy Key O'Neill. Hey, look at here. Dave got a haircut on national television. Austin Stevens is watching. Good evening, brother. Dwight Allen says good evening to you. Byron. Oh, Dave, he's got to sharpen it up a little bit. Yeah, oh yeah. Dave, this looks really good.
Get that jungle off your neck.
Get that jungle off my neck. Hey, we have enough hair, ladies and gentlemen, to to make a wig, don't we, Dave?
Yeah, or if you got a garden,
Or if you got a garden.
you can sprinkle it in there and keep them ant critters away.
Oh boy, you ain't kidding. So Dave's going to get something, I guess, to spruce it up. But anyway, want to talk about a couple of other things that's going on as well. Hey, don't forget about the elections that are coming up, not only local, but national as well. And I want to get into a little bit of that. The Bradford County Supervisor of Elections, active registered voters. If y'all don't know this, I dug up some facts about this because when we went to the Patriots dinner the other night, by the way, which was great, me and Mitchell and Dave and Roger Cruz was there. Byron wasn't able to make it as his schedule was busy, but Kat Kamek was there, Rick Scott was there, and they both spoke at that dinner the other night. It was really, really good to hear, and they was very informative, and we're going to be putting that video out eventually onto our podcast. Damn, Dave, did I have anything left? Yeah, I got a little bit left. Oh, snap, giving haircuts on the air. Shane Nash, I just got a haircut on the air, buddy. Yeah, man, I'm telling you right now, this was crazy. So anyway, active registered voters. This county, Dave, and ladies and gentlemen, has right around 28,000 people, give or take.
Yep.
Okay, so that's total. Here's the breakdown of how they are registered in this county, just in Bradford County now. So Republicans, we've got 10,509 Republicans in this county. Did you know that? Yeah. Democrats, how about this number? 4,356, almost 2-1. That's why when you see on any kind of election, generally this is a red county, especially in the national election for sure. And generally, most candidates that run under the Republican ticket generally win their elections. And I'm going to go over some of those seats that are up.
Yes.
So other, which is independent, is 2,980 for a total of 17,845 registered voters. If you have any questions, please contact Amanda Safang, who's our Supervisor of Elections. Office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Phone number is 904-966-6266. The reason I brought that up, ladies and gentlemen, is because y'all know as well as I know, David, when we have a county-wide election,
Yes, sir.
I assure you, when those numbers are totaled and you got both candidates that are running in that general election, I can assure you that it don't come up to 17,845.
No.
You're lucky maybe if you get half of that number to go and vote. That is the problem, and Kat Kamek talked about that the other night, and Rick Scott, about getting voters to the poll. You may not think it's important, or you may not think, that it's going to make a difference, but it does. It makes a big difference. Every vote that is cast makes a difference to something. Whether you're voting red, whether you're voting blue, whether you're an independent, each one of those votes makes a big time difference.
And if you don't vote, you don't have much to say.
That's it. You don't have a say. So if we're having a debate, if you want to call it, about what happened in an election, and you tell me that you didn't vote, we ought to just cut the conversation right there.
Yeah.
Why are you talking to me? You didn't vote. You don't have a say. I have a say. You have a say because you voted. Byron has a say because he voted. But them others, you don't have a say. You didn't vote. But hey, we need to try to get every single person that we can. And I know Amanda Safang and her crew is doing a good job trying to, get everybody out there to vote. But I don't understand why voting has such a low turnout. Now, it could be the sour taste that's been left in their mouths and in everybody's mouths on the couple of previous elections because of all the voter fraud going on and things like that. But hopefully that is cleaned up, or it will be cleaned up. And either way, you should still vote. It's your right. It's your privilege.
We're talking years of dealing with bad voting problems.
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah.
So, it's going to take years to get it right.
Yeah, it is. And, but, those numbers really floored me. I mean, 17,845 registered voters just in Bradford County. Where are they at the polls? Because I don't see those numbers. What was that? I'm trying to remember the race the last time we did this. Maybe there was 9,000 votes total. That's only half. Where's the other half?
That's a good guess.
Yeah, I have an issue with that. Let's see. Oh, look at here. Dwight Allen said, put some Just for Men on there. Really? Dwight? Oh, good grief. Mitchell Gunner's watching. Look at Shane, my buddy I work with, said, looking good, old boy.
Show the back up.
Oh, yeah. Let's take a look. Gosh, Lee, David, look at this. Look at that, guys. Look at there. Wow. Man, that feels good, Dave.
There we go.
Yeah, hey, look at all this hair down here, Dave. We ought to sweep it up and show them how much hair was there. Yeah, it looks good, David. I really like that. Yeah, oh, yeah. We had there we go. Got to get that shirt looking good. Good afternoon. Just got in from campaigning, Mitchell Gunner, and I'm going to talk about that as I go over all these seats. Mitchell Gunner, our very own, that hosts On the Spot Motorsports Media, and his partner, Robert. Of course, they do a show on Thursday nights at 7 o'clock, talk about motorsports, NHRA, NASCAR, Grand Prix, you name it, they talk about it. Hey, if it's got a motor, David, they talk about it. Last week, I heard them talking about bicycle racing with the motors on the bicycles. I heard them talking about that. And they told me that you're the number one contender.
Me?
Yes, and nationwide. You're the number one contender, and Byron Bagwell sits at number 3. You know who sits at 2? Austin Stevens. 1, 2, and 3, y'all guys are. And you know where I sit? I'm sitting there watching you.
Yeah.
Watching this staying out of the way because you guys don't even know how to ride a bicycle.
And I'm not going to stop.
Yeah, well, I hear you. Yeah, there we go.
Let's going to run up on me.
Yeah, Mitchell Gunner doing a good job campaigning. Yesterday, our weather station in Keystone Heights, Florida, reached 100.8 degrees Fahrenheit with an index of 111. Good gosh. Please keep tabs on the weather all week as heat advisories are going to be expected through Sunday, which we're going to have that here in a minute, Dave.
Yeah.
People need to get out and vote in the primary. Absolutely right, Mitchell, and that's what I was talking about. People need to vote in the primaries. People don't think it matters. It matters, especially when there's 2 or 3 candidates in one primary. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Man, does it matter for that particular candidate? Mitchell will tell you he's running against 2 others, and I'll get into that in a minute. And every vote is going to matter to him if he wants to win that seat that we're going to talk about, right?
Right.
Absolutely. So, Michael Majeri's watching. People are lazy. I agree. Do you agree?
Yes.
I know, Byron. Mike Majeri is right on to something. Yeah, people are lazy. They just don't want to get out and do the things that they need to do. They're right in their privilege, and they don't want to go vote. Really? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care what time it is. Hey, I've been to, we've had our show on a Tuesday, and, hey, I said, David, I'm going to go vote. We'll do the show. We'll go vote first, and then come do the show.
Yeah.
Always do it. And so does Byron. So do you. We vote when we can, but we vote. Let's see. David Roden's watching. Dracula more like chicken. Oh, Byron Bagwell, I'm going to kill you. Chicka wow wow. Oh, man. Denny Ray Mullally is watching. Shirley Bagwell is watching. Byron Bagwell says vote. Good evening, Shirley. I heard you had company today. I hope y'all had a great conversation. Welcome in On the Spot with David Rodgers. Missing my buddy, Mr. Byron Bagwell, who couldn't be here with us tonight. Mitchell Gunner out campaigning and getting ready for his show. Yeah. But I do have the Dancing Destroyer, Super Dave Holland. He's with us. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I am sorry. Dave Holland was not prepared. I did have a question. Dave Holland was not prepared to do the Cupid Shuffle today. So he will be prepared next week. I'll show him the steps, and he can show you how to do the Cupid Shuffle next week, along with riding that bicycle with a motor on it. You're the number one person in the country, Dave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. She said, good evening, Mom. Yes, absolutely. If you don't vote, don't complain. Agreed.
Agreed.
Good evening. Yes, she said her and Shelley had a great visit. So Shelley was over there talking with her, said they had a great visit. So I'm glad. Hey, that's what it's all about, fellowshipping, right?
Exactly.
If we had more of that in this country, David, you know what? This country would be pretty good.
Well, when you lose somebody as close as those folks were,
yeah,
you need support.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yes, without a doubt. All right, Dave, I tell you what. Let me talk about a couple of other things. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll come to the weather. How about that? And then we'll talk about something else that we want to talk about that's coming up. But anyway, I do want to mention about Wednesday night team trivia over at Fun Point with Michael Heater. Michael Heater is the host over there. They start at 7 o'clock sharp over there on Wednesday nights at Fun Point. Go out there and check Mike's trivia out. And if you can't make it there, but if you do want to make it there and want another trivia night, just go on Thursday nights to the Downtown Grill. Hey, host David Rodgers, right? 7:30 sharp at the Downtown Grill. So you have trivia on Wednesday or Thursday. You can do both. You can choose one or the other. Try to make one or the other. But, hey, both of those places. Fun Point at 7 and then Thursday nights at the Downtown Grill. Let's see. Showing Biden how to ride a bike. Now, Dave. Oh, golly.
I'll just set him on there and push.
You're going to let him be the number one contender or the number one overall
I'm just
rating?
going to teach him how to ride.
You're just going to teach him how to ride it. So what happens if he wrecks your bike?
Well, she better have insurance.
You better have insurance. Oh, my gosh. Byron Bagwell. You know Byron's over there stirring the pot. He wish he could be. He's stirring the pot. I'm waiting for something else to come up, too. Yeah. But again, welcome into On the Spot with David Rodgers. Got a lot to talk about the weather. Do want to go over. Oh, look at here, Dave. Somebody's calling me during the show. Don't they know I'm doing a show? It's a telemarketer. Hello? No, I'm not 65 yet, and I don't need Medicare right now. Okay. Will you please take me off the list? Thank you. Bye-bye.
That's how you handle it.
That's how you handle it. Take me off the list. I'm not...
Cut it down short. Sometimes I don't even answer.
Hey, Bob White Allen says, are you going to show him and push him off the cliff? Oh, boy, it's off the rails tonight. Sorry, everyone. It's the tooth talking. Yeah, for Byron. Yeah, it is the tooth talking.
Where's a cliff in Florida?
I got it. We can take the bike, right behind Fun Point, you can take him into the parking lot, and that back area behind Fun Point where the creek is, just let him go there and see if he can go down the little pathway.
Man, all those rocks and stuff.
Ooh.
He'd get beat up.
He sure would.
Not like he's not.
But hey, he better have insurance to cover your bite.
Not like he's not used to it.
Yeah. So Mitchell says they will have NHRA Pro Stock driver Cameron Caruso as their guest Thursday afternoon at 7. Don't forget to follow On the Spot Motorsports Media. That's exactly right. Byron says, why don't you just take him to Sampson Lake? Brad and Donna Hilderton's watching. Thank you for coming on. Want to go over a couple of things real quick, David?
Yeah.
Before we get into the weather and some other things. We were just talking about the candidates, right? Well, if you go to the supervisor elections page, it'll show you all the candidates. It'll tell you if they're qualified. It'll tell you about their expenditures. I'm not going to get into the expenditures. I'm just going to get into the candidate and then what they're running for, and if they've already are unopposed, which there's several of them here, David, that's unopposed. Mark Udi, thank you for coming in. Jane Hahn, thank you for coming in. All right, here we go. Office, City Commissioner, District 3, Bob Miller, unopposed. Bob Miller, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Office, Sheriff, do you want to take a guess who that is?
Unopposed.
Unopposed, that's right. That'll be old Sheriff Gordon Smith. How about that?
Yes, sir.
That's our buddy. He'll be on next week, right? I think, if he's back.
I think so.
Sheriff Gordon Smith will be on next week. So we've got a lot to talk about because I want to get his opinion about that Patriots dinner and about what Kat said, about what Rick said, and about what our Republican representatives said. I want to get his opinion on that as well.
Well, Gordon has been invited to the National Sheriff's Convention.
Yes.
In another state.
In another state. Yeah.
To speak.
Mm-hmm.
So they want him to speak, I guess, to represent Florida.
Oh, right. That's good.
Big deal, big deal.
Good night, everyone. God bless America. Dwight Allen, you ain't going nowhere. Stick around. Hey, Mitchell Gunner, On the Spot Motorsports page just hit 14,409 followers. That is outstanding. That is a good number, especially for Facebook. What a great number. Hello, Mark Udi. Jared Dukes is on. Lisa Moody Thomason said good night. And maybe she is getting tired, David. But anyway, so office property appraiser, Kenny Clark, unopposed. He was non-party affiliated, but unopposed, so he gets to be the property appraiser.
Yep.
How about that? Clerk of the court, Denny Thompson, unopposed.
Yep.
So he's the clerk of the court again. Tax collector, Teresa Gaskins. We know Teresa. Mm-hmm. Unopposed, so she's going to be our tax collector. This, to me, besides the race that Mitchell's in, is the most intriguing to me. Superintendent of schools. So, here we go. Alan Bahajan. He is running. He's non-party affiliated. Will Hartley, the incumbent, he's running under the Republican ticket. And all these people are qualified, so they've met their terms. They met what they need to do to be able to run. And then Tracy S. Kendrick, who is works in Jacksonville, actually lives in Graham. She's running under the Republican ticket as well. Ooh. So it's going to be her and Will in that primary. So make sure that you check that out. To me, this is going to be an interesting race. Alan Barjan, Will Hartley, Tracy Kendrick.
Interesting.
Supervisor of elections. I just talked about her. Amanda Safang, unopposed. Congratulations.
Absolutely.
You remember Terry Vaughn when he had that position? Who wanted to run against Terry? No. And Terry trained this young lady.
Yes, for 18 years.
Years. And so she knows what's going on. She is right in the saddle with this thing. And until she wants to give that office up, I don't think anybody's going to run against her. That's just the way it is. All right. County Commissioner District 1. Here we go. Ought to be interesting. Shannon Smith, Republican. And then Carol Brown Spooner, which we all know, she's running under the Democrat side. So County Commissioner District 1 ought to be a pretty good race. County Commissioner District 3, Chris Daugherty is going to keep his seat. He was unopposed. District 3. County Commissioner District 5, Diane Andrews, unopposed. Oh, no, wait a minute. No. Diane Andrews is run under the Republican. She's qualified, and Brian Thomas is running against her as a Republican as well. That ought to be a pretty good primary right there to see who wins. And then
What position is
this
that?
is going to be County Commissioner District 5.
Okay.
District 5. Okay, School Board Member District 3. Julie Johnson, unopposed. So she gets to keep her school board seat in District 3. Here's another interesting race. School Board Member District 4.
Oh.
Dana Reddish,
Yeah.
non-affiliated, she's no party. Mitchell Gunner. Well, Mitchell Gunner should be running as a Republican, but it says MP. But Mitchell Gunner is running. And then Candace Craig Osteen, the incumbent, she's running as well. So Dana Reddish, Mitchell Gunner, and Candace Craig.
Yeah.
How about that? That'll be an interesting race. Interesting. I know that Mitchell has his signs. He's been out there putting out signs. He's been campaigning. And as I drive down, I see signs everywhere that says Mitchell, vote Mitchell Gunner. So he's doing his due diligence, as I'm sure the other candidates are as well.
I haven't seen any.
I haven't seen any. Soil and Water Conservation District 1. Sunburks is keeping that. Soil and Water Conservation District 1. And Amy Moore, Soil and Water Conservation District 2. And then that's everybody that's running here at this time. And then it talks about the Democratic Executive Committee and Republican Committee. So we got a lot of good races. The race for the school board position in Mitchell's district, District 4, and that the superintendent is the race I'm sort of watching. That should be interesting, how the votes are going to split. Remember I told you there were 17,845 registered voters. So Mitchell said that the school board races are nonpartisan. So that's interesting there. Deanna Williams is watching. So D.A. Dennis Cruz is watching as well. If y'all missed it, yes, I just got a haircut by Dave Holland while I was sitting here doing the show. I didn't want to mess it up too bad because I didn't want him to butcher my head up. But he did a good job, by the way. David, I feel about 20 pounds lighter. I do, man. Look, it's all on the floor. So, hey, let's do this, David. Let's take a quick commercial break and let's talk about our weather a little bit. How about that, Dave? Can we do that? Stay tuned. Yes, and we'll be right back after these commercial breaks. Welcome back to On the Spot with David Rodgers. And David, that's about as quick as I got my hair cut. See how quick you did that? That's about as quick as you did mine. So anyway, welcome back. I'm David Rodgers. No Mr. Byron Bagwell tonight. Mr. Dave Holland over here directing and producing the show. No Austin Stevens. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the weather report. It's 7:44 Eastern time right here on Tuesday night. Here we go. They forecast for Bradford County, as you'll see as it comes up on your screen right here. Austin Stevens and Michael Heater, of course, helped us out with the weather graphics. Weather update, Dave, what do we got? Here we go. Forecast for Bradford County, Florida. Tonight, mostly cloudy, early, then becoming partly cloudy, a chance of showers with a slight chance of thunderstorms early needed. Lows in the lower 70s. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, diminishing to around 5 miles per hour. Chance of rain 50%. David, we need it. Heat index values up to 110 early. Wow. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a slight chance of thunderstorms. A chance of showers in the morning, then showers in the afternoon. Highs in the mid-90s. Southwest winds around 5 miles per hour. Chance of rain 90%. So that's our best chance, Dave, to get some rain right there. Heat index up to 109. Wednesday night, mostly cloudy with a slight chance of thunderstorms. Showers mainly in the evening. Lows in the mid-70s, southwest winds around 5 miles per hour. Chance of rain, 90%. Thursday, mostly sunny with a slight chance of thunderstorms, a chance of showers in the morning, then showers likely in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 90s, southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain, 70%. Heat index value up to 105. Thursday night, mostly cloudy with a slight chance of thunderstorms. Showers likely mainly in the evenings. Lows in the mid-70s. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain is going to be right around 70%. Friday through Saturday night, here we go. Partly cloudy with showers, likely with a chance of thunderstorms. Dave, are you seeing a pattern here? Ladies and gentlemen watching, there is a chance of rain. We need to keep those chances up because we need the rain. The water tables are low here. Need some rain. Hey, your grass, you look at some people's grasses around here, it's got some pretty yards, it's burnt. There ain't been no water. Unless you're watering it, man, it's pretty much burnt. We need the rain. Lows in the 70s, chance of rain 70%, heat index up to 110. Sunday and Sunday night, partly cloudy, showers likely with a slight chance of thunderstorms, highs in the upper 90s, lows in the mid-70s, chance of rain 60%, heat index values up to 110. Tropical weather outlook. This is from the National Weather Service, National Hurricane Center, out of Miami, Florida. As of 2 p.m. Eastern Time today, for the North Atlantic, the Caribbean Sea, and the Gulf of Mexico. The Western Caribbean, Southwestern Gulf of Mexico. A tropical wave located over the Southeastern Caribbean Sea is producing disorganized showers and thunderstorms as it moves quickly westward at around 25 miles per hour. Environmental conditions could support some gradual development once the wave reaches the Western Caribbean Sea late this week, and some development is also possible over the southwestern Gulf of Mexico during the weekend. Formation chance through 48 hours, very low, Austin says, 10%. Formation chance through the 7-day period, still low at 20%. So nothing really happening in the tropics, but all the forecasts, even Austin said it, all the forecasts and all the models says we are going to have a bad hurricane season. We just haven't seen it yet. It's still to be seen. Now, we heard that a couple of years ago and really didn't get a whole bunch of anything until the November timeframe. So we'll see what happens. But what I want to tell everybody is don't wait till it happens. Make sure you're getting your supplies ready. If you've got a generator, make sure it has gas. Make sure it fires up. Keep some extra gas because people are going to be rushing at the last minute to do these things. Make sure you have plenty of water, plenty of food, plenty of batteries, plenty of lights, anything that will help you, plenty of non-perishable foods. You know what I mean? To last maybe possible a week, 2 weeks without power. David, we've seen that already. Live Oak over there, poor people that got that last hurricane that come through Cedar Key, they was without power for a month. So be prepared, be ready. Don't wait till the last minute. Get you a couple of nice tubs. Put these kind of things in there. Go shopping. Next week, David, I'd like to get a list of what everybody should have as far as things for.
Very good.
Yeah, so me and Dave's going to work on that list. But don't wait till the last minute. Please, please go out and get your supplies now. Let's see who we got. Lorenzo Jones is watching. Michael G. Eason. Yeah, old Michael Eason there. Jimmy Sparks is watching, my buddy up from Lake City. Remember, this was a norm every day in the afternoon growing up during my high school years. He said this was a norm for him. I'm sure it was. Yeah, norm for me. I lived in Mississippi too. I'm sitting comfortably in third in points at the Gainesville Raceway. I'd like it to rain on Saturday and Sunday. Lots of luck. So we don't have to rain, so we can remain in third in points. Mitchell. Smart move.
Yeah.
Real smart move. How about that? Huh?
Unless he can get second place.
Well, that's true. And if it rains, then he can go campaign it.
No.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, I know we've endorsed Mitchell Gunner, but look, this show's open to the public. This is what this show's about. Me and you've talked about this.
Yes.
Me and Byron's talked about this. If you are a candidate that I read off from that supervisor of elections list, and you want to come on and you want to promote yourself on this show, we have no issue. You can get a hold of us on the spot, 32091 at gmail.com. On the spot, 32091 at gmail.com. You see it right there in the corner of your screen right there. Or you can hit either one of us or any of us on our messenger or on our Facebook page. You can also get a hold of Mitchell Gunner as well. We will talk about what we'll need from you and what it will require to come on the show. But I'm opening the floor, David, right now, June 25th, 2024, to all candidates that want to come on this show. All they got to do is get a hold of us. Yep. We'll set it up, and then you can come and we'll do an interview session with you. You can come in here and speak however you want to do it, but you will have your airtime right here. Yep. We are fair to everybody. It doesn't matter if you're nonpartisan, Dave, if you're Republican, Democrat. Hey, want to hear your take. Yep. Hey, somebody may say something that might catch somebody's ear. Who knows? It also depends on where you're voting at. You know, we can't vote in Mitchell's district because we don't live there. But for those people that are in that district, Mitchell may say something, or Dana Bell or Candace or somebody may say something important that triggers something. But I'm giving everybody the opportunity here, and Mitchell says he wants to be scheduled, so we will schedule him. Lucy Davis, thank you for coming on. Hello, Lucy. Hey, say hello, Lucy. Yeah. Hey, how you doing, Lucy? Glad that you can join us on the spot with David Rodgers. It is 7:50 Eastern Time here in the beautiful state of Florida, right here in Stark, Florida, the pearl of the South. Hey, the strawberries, sweetest strawberries this side of heaven, David. That's what the Bradford County motto is. And what does the sheriff say? I forgot. Anyway, we'll get him to say it when he comes back.
Damn, those are good strawberries.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. But anyway, yes, we will schedule you, Mitchell. No doubt about it. We'll do a question or answer thing, or however you want to do it. Again, David, what I'd like to do is put a post out, and maybe we'll have somebody do it. I'd like to put a post out, general post to all our candidates. If they want to come on the spot with David Rodgers, hey, we will host that for them. All they need to do is get a hold of us first. Want to go over a few things, and then we can schedule them up to make sure that. Oh yeah, that's right. Here we go. Lucy Davis says, "Buy me some strawberries. When the Chinese take over, I'm running for provisional governor of Florida and Georgia and Alabama." Michael, that's not going to happen. And I'm going to tell you. The Prime Minister of China, Chinese Prime Minister, however you want to say it, several years ago said, "I would not invade the United States." And that's why. Because the American citizens are the largest armed forces in the world. Behind every blade of grass, there's 2-3 guns pointing right back at you. He knows that already. Yes, they have us in numbers. They do. But honestly, I don't think he wants that. I don't think he wants that type of ground war with us. They can keep bringing them, and guess what? We'll just keep shooting them.
Nobody wants a conventional war with us.
No. Too many guns. And I'm telling you what, we have our own, I always say this in my prayer, we have our own issues and our own problems within each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But when it comes to somebody coming to mess with us, isn't it crazy how we band together and all of a sudden all those problems go away, and now we're wanting to kick somebody else's rear end?
Right.
Isn't that crazy? What you were saying about 9/11. You remember what you said about 9/11? How that brought the nation together? Everybody. It was all unified. It lasted for a while, and then, of course, we went on to our own agendas after that. Why couldn't that last forever? Like you said, I think you even said that. Why couldn't that last forever? Why couldn't that last up until now? Because times are changing. People have their own agendas. People want to be out. Social media, this thing right here, is the worst thing.
Propaganda.
Socialistic propaganda, communistic propaganda. You're right.
It's all beating us down.
Yeah. Oh, Mitchell Gunner says, "It's always better in Bradford." I remember that now. It's always better in Bradford. Yeah. That's what he says, Mitchell. Byron's watching.
That's right.
They'll buy us out. Well, you know what, Michael? That may be true, and we do owe them a lot of money. And it's just a matter of time when they're going to come collect that debt, right? That we owe them. Well, if you look at it right now, Byron's even said it. What did Byron say? They own what? Probably 30, 40, 50% of the beef that we have here. They owned a bunch of land. They bought up a bunch of companies. So they're already here. They're already in American pockets already. They're already into our business each and every day. We buy their products each and every day. I hate to say it. I try not to.
It's in the house.
It's in our house.
To stop foreign countries from buying land,
Yeah, you remember what Kat said?
American land.
Yeah, she even she didn't quite say that, but that's what she was talking about. And but going back to this Patriots, then I'm going to tie everything in here. You know, she said, we know that she's the head of the committee of the Homeland Security down there, and mainly the border. And what did she say? She said it was such a hard fight. She said such a hard fight to try to keep those borders maintained, because she's always getting feedback or blowback on anything that she tries to do down there. She mentioned Gordon, the sheriff's going down there. Gordon said the same thing. These people are coming in by the droves, David, each and every day. And we ain't stopping nothing. We are letting terrorists in here. We are letting people that are sick in here. We're letting illegals in here. That's eventually what? Going to commit crimes. You see it and you read about it each and every day. I read about a couple of people that I think it was Milwaukee, Wisconsin. A couple of illegal immigrants raped and murdered some young girl. Come on, man. When is this going to stop?
Who knows?
When is this going to stop? Who's going to stop it? Well, I can tell you the guy that will stop it. If we can get him in office and let him turn things around. And y'all all know who I'm talking about. And by the way, he said that he knows who his running mate's going to be. Did you see that, David? He ain't going to say it until Thursday night at the convention or at the debate. Oh. Yeah, and he said he or she may be there. I don't know, unless anybody thinks knows any more than I do on that.
I heard it was going to be Hillary Clinton.
Oh! So what? Oh, Dave. Why, so he can handcuff her right there and just go ahead and put her in federal prison without a trial?
That probably is.
Just for the Benghazi deal and
true.
Other stuff that I can drum up and me and Byron can drum up. Yeah. How about that, Byron? Dave said it's going to be Donald Trump's running partner is going to be Hillary Clinton. Are you buying that for $1?
No.
No. I can assure you of that right now.
No.
So, but anyway, that's the kind of things that she is fighting. Even Rick Scott, you remember what he said about trying to get simple bills passed in the Senate, and where he thinks he's going to get the majority, 50, 60 votes, he gets 14. Twice! 14 votes? Are you kidding me? They're not working for the people, David. They're working for themselves. They're trying to, as Byron says, keep up their own agenda, lace their pockets with money because money is power. And that's what they're doing. They don't care about the people. But I know those two that spoke at that Patriots dinner, Kat Kamek and Rick Scott, they do care about the people. And Dave, there's a good chance. Byron, correct me if I'm wrong. Mitchell, y'all correct me if I'm wrong here. Rick Scott could be the head of the Senate. I think he's got a good shot at getting it. Man, I hope he does.
Yeah.
I hope he does. He'll be able to pull some things there. And what was old Kat Kamek saying? What's her first thing she likes to do after she gets her cup of coffee? You remember? Go piss off Nancy Pelosi. Remember she said that? She says, I like to get Nancy Pelosi's face. That's what, so.
Wow.
Well, Byron said barf. Michael and Jerry, chaos rules. Keep the masses confused. Of course. Sure. That's exactly right. And, yeah, the more, well, here's the problem. You know, social media, mainstream media, it rules everything that we do. You think about, I see them at work. I do it. I'll do it too. I'm looking at social media. I'm looking at news. This rules. This rules everything that we do. It's a great invention, man, if you've got an emergency going on or if you need to really talk to somebody. But hey, What is on there? Just what Michael Majeri says. A bunch of propaganda. It's a bunch of garbage. Hey, it's a bunch of nonsense. And who said, Facebook's always right, right? Is Facebook always right? Hell no. If you believe that, man, you need to go live somewhere else. But everybody thinks so. And I'm telling you right now, this right here, mainstream media, social media, has ruined our kids. And it's ruining adults, too. Because they're going out and doing the same garbage as our kids are doing. As a matter of fact, our kids are following the adults that ain't doing the right thing. They should be doing the right thing for their kids. Yeah. But they're not. It's just funny. And let's see. Most of them up in D.C. are more concerned about keeping the lobbyists happy, right, than actually the people who put them in office. Yep. Don't have an issue with Scott, but we need another Newt. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and Byron, if you'd heard his speech, and Mitchell can tell you a little bit more too, if you'd heard his speech, you would have agreed. You would have said, hey, man, he's probably the best candidate for that seat right now. And I hope he gets it. He was pretty sincere of what he was talking about. I thought he was pretty fairly well sincere of the things that he said. And him and Kat both basically said the same things, and they were grinning with each other when they were talking about, getting votes for their particular house or whatever, or trying to pass a bill. And I know they're fighting the good fight, but hey, what she said, David, there's only a handful of them. You know what I'm saying? There's only 5, 6, 7, 8 of them fighting the rest of everybody else. And it's hard to win like that when you can't get the majority of any kind of votes in either the House of Representatives or the Senate. It's tough to pass anything. It's tough to do anything. And until we get a majority in both of the houses and get a Republican president, I don't think it's going to change either. And I hate to say that. Let's see. Byron said he don't have an issue with Scott. But anyway, it's 8:01 Eastern time. Dave, I do want to get to a couple of things before we go. I'm going to cut the show just a little bit short. We'll go here in just a few minutes. But Bradford County football. Who loves Bradford County football? I know me and Byron do. So does Dave. So does Mitchell. So does everybody watching, because we're going to have another good team. You can catch me and Byron Bagwell bringing you the call each and every Friday night in the fall as Tornado football comes across your airways on WEAG Eagle Country 106.3. I'm your play-by-play man, David Rodgers, right along with color commentator Byron Bagwell. And if one of us can't be there, the Honorable Mitchell Gunner steps in and takes over as well. It's actually designed to be hard to change. Yep, I agree. So Tornado football coming up. I want to, I'm going to put this on our page here, but I was given this ad information. If you're interested in being in the football fall sports program, all you got to do is you can purchase an ad that will be included in every 2024 football program sold for the Bradford Tornadoes. This is a professionally printed program book. This is a great way to have your business recognized at both Bradford middle and high school games. Programs will be sold at $5 or at 5+ home games. Ads must be purchased and paid for by August the 5th. Make your checks payable to Bradford High School. For more information, you can contact Jenna Hewitt at 904-769-9647 or jennahewitt@gmail.com. An ad. Here we go. If you're interested in putting an ad, David, and I think we're going to do one, us and Mitchell Gunner, for our podcast.
Yes, sir.
Full page is $150. That means you get the whole page. We get the whole page each and every program. That's not a bad price. It's the program for the Bradford County Tornadoes. And there will be 5+ home games if we get into the playoffs. A half a page ad is $80. A quarter page ad is $50. And if you want a business card ad, it's $30. Ads are in black and white. There will not be color. It's all black and white. So if you're interested in that, we're gonna copy this and put it on the page. They're looking for, like I said, advertisers for the program, and you can get a hold of Jenna Hewitt if you're interested in that. Let's see. People need to educate themselves by watching C-SPAN and see what actually happens on the floors of both the House and in the Senate. Yep, Deanna Miller's watching. Thank you, Deanna, for coming on. Welcome on the spot with David Rodgers. We are at 8:04 Eastern Time. I am David Rodgers, creator and host of On the Spot with David Rodgers, the Mr. Byron Bagwell. He is on with us tonight, but he's under the weather a little bit because he's got a bad tooth, David, and he's going to get that taken care of tomorrow, and he's going to be back at 100%. You are here, David, the Dancing Destroyer, producer and director of the show, Super Dave Holland. No Austin Stevens tonight, and as you heard, Miss Caruso is going to be on with Mitchell Gunner on the Spot Motorsports Media on Thursday night at 7 o'clock. You'll catch Mitchell Gunner and his co-host Robert as they will be doing a great interview there. And look, 14,000 plus followers, Dave. That's a great number,
Yes.
especially on a Facebook podcast. I know he's on YouTube and things like that, but still, for Facebook, that's a pretty good number. That's a real good number.
I got a couple pictures here.
Do you? Let's check it out. Yeah. Do you got a couple of pictures?
Well,
Oh, well, look at there. We're speaking about the Patriots dinner. Golly, who's the long-haired hippie on the left over here in the blue tie?
he was.
He was, not no more. And that was Kat Kamek right there. There's Dave and Kat and myself. I know Mitchell Gunner was in on a couple of photos with her as well. Love her, David. She is very sincere, very honest, very people for the people, very people-oriented. Did you see everybody she talked with? She gave everybody an opportunity to speak with her, to get a photo op with her. Very personal. Her people were very personal. And by the way, she said, when are you going to have me on the show?
Yes.
So we got to get a hold of her publicist or whoever it is, her rep, and we're going to set her up. We will have Kat Kamek on here shortly. And guess who else talked to us, David? Mr.
Rick
Scott. Rick Scott said, I know who you guys are. Call us out by name. You said, I know who David Rodgers. I know who Byron Bagwell is. I know who Mitchell Gunner is. Hey, he wants to come on as well, and his people said, get a hold of him. So we may have, I'd love to try to get both of them on, but if we can't, we'll have Kat on 1 week, and we'll have Rick Scott on the next week, but we can try it. It's an option.
If they're in the area at the same time, I don't think they'd have a problem sharing the stage.
Well, and if we have to, maybe we can picture. We're going to figure this out, and we're going to be able to do this. I know Mitchell does it quite a bit on his show, and we should be able to too. But this is part of the Patriots. What else you got, Dave? Oh, that's me with my ugly haircut. No, hey, I do want to talk about this a little bit. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go to my page real quick, Dave. As you see, these three officers got awarded. Mitchell actually put a write-up on the on our page about this.
Well, while you're going over there, I'm going to put up the Splash Bash and let y'all get a good look at that.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so the Splash Bash is coming up on July the 4th, 5th, and the 6th. That's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday here, not this week, but next week. All the fun starts. So 3 nights at the Bradford County Fairgrounds, Star Spangled Splash Bash. 10 water slides, David.
Wow.
10 water slides. I know that Byron's going to go down one. You're going down one. Mitchell's going down one. And Roger's going to go down one. And actually, Roger said he wants to be on the same slide with you because he wants to play Army with you.
No.
No, that's Mitchell.
That's Mitchell.
Okay. All right. So anyway, they're going to have a car show. They're going to have a beer garden. They're going to have petting zoo. They're going to have live music, food trucks, kids zone, fireworks, man.
Yeah.
This is the big deal going on right now. Parade and military flyover Thursday, July the 4th at 9 a.m. in downtown. They're going to have a parade as well. That ought to be good. And I do believe Michael Heater's mom, is she flying in one of those planes?
She may jump out of it.
Good grief. She going to parachute like a paratrooper?
With her parachute, yeah.
Okay, well, Thursday, July the 4th, gates open at 4 p.m. for the actual... Oh, boy. Food truck frenzy, watermelon and apple pie eating contest. I know who's going to be in that. Byron's already in that, and so is Mitchell. I don't like to eat, so I won't be in it.
Yeah,
I'm going to be on stage. Live performances by Leanne Purvis. We like her. I like Leanne. Matt Wilsey and the Gentleman Jukebox Band. We know Matt. Matt's a good dude. And then we got military recognition. ceremony. And, of course, the fireworks are going to be going off that night. Hey,
Wow.
and just don't end there, David. Friday is going to carry over July the 5th. Uh-oh.
Well,
Yep, that's okay, Dave. You're good. He's got to go back. Let's see here. There we go. Friday, July the 5th. Gates open at 4 o'clock again, Dave. So we got the Low Country Seafood by Sauced Up. That's going to be a Low Country Seafood bowl there, David. And I love boiled shrimp. You know how much I love boiled shrimp.
Oh.
I may be there for that. Meet and greet and autograph session with BMHS alumni football players. There's going to be a lot of football players that are coming in that are doing a little camp. They're going to do a meet and greet there. Me and Byron Bagwell is actually going to be hosting that event. How about that?
that's going to be great.
That'll be great. So we'll be interviewing these players and get you some autographs or talking to some of these players. And then live performances by R&B, Motown, disco bands, Party in a Box, and Stir 8 Up. In other words, straight up. How about that? So there's going to be, hey, I love old soul music, Dave. I know you do too. Hey, that will be Friday night as that will be going on main stage. And then, Dave, guess what? It don't end there.
Saturday?
Saturday, too. 3 days. Saturday.
Possible?
I don't know how this is possible. I don't know how Michael Heater and the crew pull it off, but they do. Gates open at 2 p.m. that day, David. There's going to be a barbecue competition. I hear you're one of the judges for that. Is that true?
I haven't been invited yet, but I'm going to go knock on their door.
Okay. And how about a square dancing? I know that Byron is really good at square dancing.
Yeah.
So Byron will be leading that square dancing deal for us down there. TCCW Pro Wrestling, which, hang on, David, we'll get to that in a minute. That is a CWA reunion show, and I'll talk about that here in a minute. That will be going on.
Yeah.
Nerf Battle Zone will be going on. Meet and greet with Superman, Batman, Harley Quinn, the Ghostbusters, and Star Wars characters. And then live performance by Southbound 41, David. Hey, admission is free. Here we go. Meet your favorite superheroes. Thursday, July the 4th at 10 following the parade at the downtown square and start. Photo opportunities are available, and then you'll catch them again, David, on Saturday. What else you got? Here we go, talking about the parade, the Star Spangled Splash Bash Patriotic Parade. Enjoy free parking downtown and walk to the shade under the Madison Street overpass by the downtown square as the parade passes along Church Street, passing the nursing homes in town for our seniors to see and enjoy. And that's what it's all about, David. When the parade ends at the square, enjoy snow cones and lemonade at the BHS JROTC. Collect tattered American flags and exchange them for a new American flag. Compliments of Brian's Ace Hardware and Start. Horses, golf carts, side-by-sides are welcome, and the most patriotic cart and equine will receive the Mayor's Choice Award. Make sure you get your application in. I don't know if it's too late. Here we go, David. Saturday, July 6th, bell time 6:30, Star Spangled Splash Bash again, CWA reunion show. I'm not going to say anything. I don't know. It is what it is, David. I don't know why I'm not on this card. Doesn't really matter. It's okay. Hey, I've got my own thing I do. It's all right. A lot of people's asked me. Don't know. But it is a CWA reunion show. Appearing on the card is a lot of wrestlers we used to work with. Me and Steve, which used to be partners in that several years ago. And I guess he is heading this up with Michael Heater. But as you can see, the Ghetto Superstars on there. The Enforcer Wade Daniels is on there. Lance Alante making a comeback after 6 years. Battling Bill Weaver's on that poster as well. And you can see Steve Wicks Eclipse is on that poster as well. But they're calling it Tornado Championship Wrestling. That show will be at 6:30, part of Star Spangled Splash Bash. So there we go. Awesome. So again, a lot of things going on here within the county, within the city. I do want to get to that, yes. And as a matter of fact, I've got that right here, David. We talked about the Florida Panthers. We talked about Tennessee. And let me see here. And I'll read this off here. So, as you see up here, this is some awards given to 3 of our fine deputies on the Bradford County Sheriff's Department. As you see to the left is Sheriff Gordon Smith and a lot of constituents in the back. On June the 20th, 2024, Detective James Hall, Deputy Wyatt Conkell, and Deputy Triton Lavelle, were awarded the National Police Hall of Fame Life Saving Award. Sheriff Smith presented to them this prestigious award in the presence of Bradford County Commissioners, along with friends and family in attendance. The 3 deputies received this award in reference to the life-saving actions they took on December of 2023. So this happened last December.
Okay.
Yeah, but now the recognition's coming. 9/11 received a phone call of an elderly male having a medical issue and was unresponsive. These 3 deputies responded quickly and upon arrival contacted the patient, who was unresponsive and had no pulse at the time, David. They rotated, performing CPR for approximately 15 minutes, and a pulse was finally obtained. Bradford County Fire Rescue personnel arrived and was able to further stabilize the patient, who was transported to a medical facility. When you see these public servants in your community, please give them a pat on the back for all of us. And that is David, those awards are well deserved. Sometimes
Absolutely.
police officers, sheriff's officers, law enforcement, here lately generally get a bad rap. You know what I mean? And they're doing their job, they're doing their duty, and somebody will make a comment that they were mistreated or they're being profiled or stereotyped. But here's a feel-good story. These 3 deputies responded to a man that was unresponsive and saved that man's life.
Yeah.
There's always good.
It could have turned out bad.
And they would have been on that scene. But they did save that man's life, so everything ain't always bad about law enforcement.
No.
It's what people want to perceive as that. It's really it's troublemakers. Let me just put it, it's troublemakers. It's people that don't have any respect for the law.
Right.
Don't have respect for authority.
Right.
And there's many of those. But there's good
Right.
people as well. And I really want to thank those officers. One more thing here. On the Spot with David Rodgers endorses Mitchell Gunner for Bradford County School Board District 4. Gunner has been an active member of the community for years, being involved in community events, fundraisers for organizations and individuals. He's made our roadways safer to travel on by working with state representatives. Those roads include having no passing zones at State Road 100 and 109th Street, have the speed limit reduced to 55 miles per hour, and both ends of the 301 bypass intersections have the intersection improved at State Road 121B, along with Tom Germano, which we like and love and respect. Gunner has a great plan that involves state representatives and state senators, more knowledgeable what goes in our school system for students, teachers, and staff. He will also act as a voice to discuss problems facing our schools to the Florida Department of Education. We have known Mitchell for over a decade now. Got to do a lot of things with him, and we know how he has our school's best interests at heart, and he will work hard at improving it. And that's Mitchell Gunner for Bradford County School Board District 4. Great.
Yeah.
And like I said, we endorse Mitchell, but hey, if you are a candidate running for any other office, I will say it again, please get a hold of us on the spot 32091@gmail.com. And you can leave a message. Me, Dave, Mitchell, or Byron will get a hold of you, and we'll schedule you an appearance to be able to come onto the show. You can come up here, talk about yourself without us, just joining us, or we can have a question and answer session with you. Hey, we've done many of these before, so we know what we're doing with these. So please make sure you get a hold of us. I'm opening that up to all candidates.
Yep.
We need to forward that. I'm going to get that out to Chuck Kramer as well to put on the community bulletin board. So all these, maybe all these candidates don't listen to us. So maybe I can put it out with Chuck Kramer and let him announce it for a couple of weeks and see what happens.
I was going down the road and actually saw Mitchell knocking on some people's doors.
Yeah, that's what you had told me. And he told me he got his signs. Saturday he told me he got his signs. That's what he was running a little bit late getting there, but he wasn't late to the Patriots dinner. But he was getting his signs ready. Still got to put his big signs together. So Mitchell's out there doing the things that he needs to do to try to win this race. He's very serious about it, man.
Yeah.
He's we know he loves racing. We know he loves talking politics. We know he loves the Dallas Cowboys. But he's really, really focused on this campaign and getting elected as the school board representative for District 4.
And we've asked him and told him that if you need any help, just let us know. And he's doing everything himself.
Yeah. That's exactly right. I want to read a couple of comments here real quick. Byron says, if you don't want to jump through the screen and choke one of them, I was watching Pelosi speak about Obamacare, and I almost had a stroke. Ugh. Mitchell Gunner said, the House and the Senate, yep. I will give Jessica a call tomorrow. Okay. Your haircut looks good. Great, Charlie said. Thank you so much. Yeah. There's a lot of it down here, Dave. Yeah, it's like, ooh, man. Hey, look at this, Dave. I mean, I am telling you, it is way thinner. There's no weight there, really.
You're going to sleep good.
Oh, I'm going to go home and wash it first. I'm going to put the shampoo to it, wash it, style it up. It does look good. Brother, we need to put up the BHS football schedule. We do. Byron, I'm glad you said that. Mitchell, if you can help me out with this, I know you're still listening. If you can grab the BHS schedule and put it on the spot with David Rodgers. Byron's got a great idea. And then Byron also got yours printed out. I just left them at work, but I'll get those to you so you can do what you need to do with them. But yeah, definitely need to do that for sure. Let's see. Mitchell's going to be occupied with the car show, but but Mitchell, you should be able to still help us out with some other things if we need it. We should have a meet and greet. Absolutely. That's another thing. Matt Peterson, yo. How's it going? I know the guy handling production on the main stage. Yeah, I do too. Congratulations, Matt. You're the one handling that. I'll be your MC on Thursday night and a little bit on Friday, but I don't know about the rest of the week. Some people don't look for bad in others, Shirley said. Jeff Goins is watching. Jimmy Bowers is watching. What's up, Big Jimmy? Let me know if you need a PA, wireless mics, etc. 10-4, will do. Matt Peterson, absolutely. Jimmy Bowers said, I work with Jimmy. He said, Rico Suave. Oh, boy. I will have it up tomorrow at the latest. Okay. Mitchell said he'd have the schedule up at the latest. So, just a couple of other things. Please tune into our page, On the Spot with David Rodgers. Mitchell does a really good job. I know Michael does every once in a while, Dave, Byron, with some good stories as it's coming along. Missing people, things just going on in different communities, not only ours. We put up, there's something about the Gainesville Police Department and the Public Information Officer, Baseball Hall of Famer. We put up about Willie Mays passing away. Just whatever that we can get up and we find out, we put it on the spot with David Rodgers. So please tune into that page. And if you're not a subscriber, let me tell you how you can be, because all those pages intertwine. Mm-hmm. You can go to On the Spot with David Rodgers, open it up, go down a little ways down the page, and hit the like button. Yep. And guess what? You're now subscribed, and anytime that we come on the air, whether it's Tuesday night at 7, Thursday night at 7, Friday night from San Juan, Puerto Rico, yep. Hey, I let the cat out the bag.
Your phone will ping you and let you know that.
God, I let the cat out the bag, Dave. About San Juan, Puerto Rico.
I heard that.
You heard that? Yeah, I know you did. Byron's probably going, what are y'all talking about? Well, yeah, we may do a show from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Bam on. Who knows? Laquillo Beach. Who knows?
I have to practice my Puerto Rican.
Your Spanish? Your Puerto Rican? There you go. And also, Mitchell said, you're right. Also subscribe to the YouTube page. Yeah. Need some more subscribers to the YouTube page. Everybody doesn't have Facebook. You know that? So you can go to YouTube. My buddy Kevin Calhoun that works with me and Jimmy Bowers out at the show. He has to watch it on YouTube. So the unfortunate for us on YouTube is they can't get it till the following night. So, we'll do the show Tuesday, and then it comes on YouTube on Wednesday. Now, Mitchell simulcast. So with his, you can watch it either on Facebook or YouTube thinking about going to Spotify, seen that today. So Mitchell's trying to get all kinds of media avenues out there, which is a good thing because that's not going to do nothing but help and enhance the whole page.
Right.
So I'm glad that that as well. Hello, Kim Lee. I'm glad you're on and tuned in. Well, what time is it, Dave?
It's about 8:23.
8:23 Eastern Time.
Yes.
Eastern Time, right here in beautiful Bradford County in beautiful Stark, Florida. We are at the On the Spot with David Rodgers Studios. The On the Spot Motorsports Media Studio happens to be at Mitchell's man cave, if we call it. If you ever watch one of his shows, do you see all that stuff, David? I think he's even got more stuff. Don't you think? I think he's bought more things. Man, it seems like I can see it and I can tell it, and then all of a sudden something changes. Either that or he moves the room around. Who the heck knows? So, or if you miss it on Tuesday night, you can get it on Facebook later. Shirley says, that's right. Right after this show, you can go back and watch it. That's very true.
Yeah.
So if you missed the Facebook Live edition, you can just go back and watch it.
Yeah.
As soon as we're done.
Search us out and click on the page, and it'll come up and start right at the beginning.
Start right at the beginning. Yeah. How about that, huh, Dave? All right. Mitchell Gunner said, maybe lots of. Yeah, I bet, Mitchell. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So, again, guys, thank you for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and call it a night. Dave, you want to do the weather one more time? You want to bring up that little weather graphic, and let's go over the weather just a little bit? As Dave was bringing that up, here we go. The OTS 4-day forecast, local right here. Wednesday, no chance of rain really to speak about. 92 for a high, 73 for a low. Thursday, 70% chance of rain, David. We need it. High of 94, low of 77. Friday is 70% chance of rain again, 94 high, 76 low. And Saturday, 70% chance of thunder boomers again, high of 94, low of 76. That's our OTS 4-day forecast. So hot, David. Please hydrate yourself. And here I am. All right. So before Byron jumps on me, or Shirley, or Mitchell, or you, I'm the world's worst but I'll preach it. Please don't go out there in this heat and try to do yard work and stay out there for hours at a time without especially hydrating yourself, but shouldn't be out there anyway. But here's the guy that breaks all the rules. Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to go out there and weed eat when it's 101. You know why? Because if I sit there, Dave, seriously, and this is why I do it, and it's not right, I'll sit there in that chair, and when it gets cooler around 6 or 6:30, guess what? I don't feel like doing it now. I'm in the middle of a show. I'm in the middle of a movie. I may be eating. I may be drinking something. And now I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So I have to get myself motivated to do it. But it's stupid to do it because I'm out there and could cause myself heat stroke. You know what? Definitely don't want that.
Not at all.
No. Some kind of anything, dehydration, anything. I definitely don't want none of that. So,
drink lots of water.
Yes, well, if you're going to do that, definitely. And I'm not a big water drinker, and I should drink water. I know you are or were. I know that you.
I am now.
I mean, me too. Mitchell Gunner said another thing that helps is sending stars. Absolutely to the page. Yes, sending stars definitely helps. Any kind of please do that. It really helps us out. So pay someone to do it. He said, that's a good thought. Yeah, that's a good thought. The problem is, the person that you normally pay is thinking the same thing. Yeah. Well, I'll come do it for you at 6 or 6:30 that night, right? Yeah, they're not going to come do it in the heat, but most of these guys are used to it out there. But for us that is not used to doing that, please stay out of that heat, man.
Well, they ain't nobody going to cut any grass for the next week.
No, they shouldn't. I mean, we need some of this 70%. Those 3 days that they're talking about, we need that 70% each and every one of those days. So, like I said, the water table's low here. So, Dave, you got anything else? Byron, you got anything that you want to hit up on? Mitchell, anything that you want to discuss? I know Splash Bash is coming up. That's the big thing coming up in Stark as far as any kind of event here. We've got several things that we want to get done. Kat Kamick, starting with Sheriff, Kat Kamick, Rick Scott to be on the show. Hopefully some of our candidates will be on the show. Mitchell's got a great idea, a meet and greet type maybe thing, maybe that we can host. Again, bringing your agenda here to the show. Really a lot going on in sports, David, right now. You know, the NFL's doing their workouts and things like that to get ready for their season, and we'll have preseason games. I think there's 59 days. Actually, at midnight tonight, be 58 days till tornado football. And actually, if you back off of that, it's really 51 because we're playing the kickoff classic against Lake City, Columbia, right there at Bradford Stadium. Don't count for standing, but that's when actually football starts. Now, that won't be a radio broadcast. That one won't. But the following game we'll go to Baker County to play the Baker County Wildcats, Dave, and try to beat them, Dave, for 6 times in a row. Can you believe that?
Let's hope so.
I hope so, man. I hope the Tornadoes look good, man. I hope that they've got the right pieces in place. And let's make another run at this thing, man. I think it can be done. What do you think?
They come out with some money and buy some special players.
Yeah.
They could.
Yeah. I mean, players want to come to a winning program. Whether there's money, you know what I'm saying? And not saying Lake City's not, because Lake City is a winning program. And I know Coach Allen over there, Coach Terrence over there, Terrence Harrell. I know those guys, Pat Davis, all those guys. They're great guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And they're getting their program. They're going to be good this year, too. But, the last couple of years it's been proven by Bradford, last 3 years actually, and hopefully this is a 4th year that, we got the right coaches in place, we got the right head coach, and Big Red is going to be formidable, Dave, to handle. Major League Baseball going on. That baseball race is happening. All-Star game will be coming up here very soon. So, David, I'm just waiting for some football action to happen. I know you're going to be trying to film as many games as you can get to and bringing it to our viewers as well. And I'm just ready for the summer to continue on, get some things done, keep doing our show, keep doing the events that we're involved in. And again, I want to wish everybody a great summer as it is really starting. And just like I said, please stay out of this heat. Don't do anything that you don't have to do. Go enjoy yourself at the water, your pool, lake, whatever it is that you need to, and stay cool if you can. Yep. Let's see. That is money and save your back. Watch a movie as a lawnmower rides by. Man. Yeah, time is money. And save your back. Watch a movie as a lawnmower rides by. That's true. That's true. Byron says, go Big Red. If Rays fans don't know John Force, oh, yes, Mitchell, I'm glad you said that. Did you see that wreck with John Force?
I did not.
Whew, you need to go back and watch that. That was one of the ugliest things I've ever seen. He hit that wall, and they said, I think when he come across the line, Mitchell, correct me, was he doing like 302 miles an hour when that thing, and I think it got upwards of 320, man. It hit off that wall and then bounced off. That car, he should have never survived this. It looked that mangled up and that bad.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, John Force, which we all know, one of the best drivers ever in NHRA. And let's see. If race fans don't know, John Force still remains in ICU after his accident on Sunday during the NHRA Virginia Nationals. So prayers go to him and his family, Brittany Force and all those that we know and Mitchell knows. Again, prayers to the Force family. Yeah, David, you need to look that up. That was very, very ugly, and Mitchell will attest to that too. Tennessee, yep, I said that about Tennessee winning their first baseball national championship. Congratulations to them, the Vols. And the Florida Panthers won their Stanley Cup. Yep, first Stanley Cup, and that's exactly right. Congratulations to Connor McDavid, winning the Conn Smythe Award for the best player in the playoffs. He's only one of a handful that's ever won that award off of a losing team. But he was a beast during the whole playoffs for the Edmonton Oilers. It was a great series. Florida led it 3-0. Then they come back, and Edmonton won the next 3-3. Thank goodness that last game was at Florida, and Florida pulls out a win 2-1 to win that Stanley Cup. So I think Tampa's got 2, Florida's got 1. So the state of Florida's got 3 or 4 of the Stanley Cups the last several years, David. And who says that we don't play hockey in Florida, David? Who says it?
Who's going to say it now?
Who's going to say it now when we're holding a big trophy? Hey, and not even, you know what's funny? Not even in North Florida. It's in South Florida. What you told me earlier, remember? Saying Sunrise down there in South Florida. So, yeah, hey, it was. Mitchell said I was right. It was 302 miles an hour. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you can pull that back a little bit. Yeah, it's not going to work. But anyway, Dave found it. Yeah, that was ugly. Gail Allen, thank you for tuning in. Dave was trying to get a picture of John Force's car, but he crossed some line at about 302 miles an hour, and that looked like a mangled trash can, David. I swear to God. I don't know how John Force got out of that car, or how they got him out of that car.
He did. He was standing when they pulled him out.
He's still in ICU, man, but how much does that cup weigh? Great question, Shirley. I used to know this. Stanley, I think it weighs 32 pounds.
Some of those guys grabbed it and kind of.
He said it was heavy.
Kind of gave that motion to get it up.
Well, the one guy said, "Hey, it's heavier than what I thought."
Yeah.
So, Shirley, that is a great question. 34.5 pounds. Mitchell, is that right? I said 32.5. Is it 34.5? 34.5 pounds.
Wow.
If that's so, I mean, that's a heavy cup, but it's pretty. It's pretty. Hey, I seen before we came onto the show. Hey, all the guys, man, they was taking it everywhere.
Yeah.
They took it to the Atlantic Ocean. Did you see that when old boy, I think it's Tuchik or whatever his name is, hey, he took it and just fell back into the Atlantic Ocean.
Wow.
That is great for Florida. Shirley says it looks heavy. If Mitchell's right, 34.5 pounds, that is pretty heavy. I mean, that's a good little weight. And to hold it there, you know what I mean, out like that with your arms, that's
after playing hockey.
Hockey too, yeah, and that's exactly right. Who else was it that said something about the national championship trophy? I forgot what sport it was in anyway. So there's no Stanley from Target. That is correct, Mitchell says 34.5 pounds. So I said 32, and so I was close. So anyway, I used to know that. Yeah, I hear you, Matt. All right, guys. Well, I sure appreciate you coming on. Join us on the spot with David Rodgers each and every Tuesday night. Hopefully, we'll be back intact. Mr. Byron Bagwell with us next Tuesday night, so we can talk some strategies, Dave, of what's going to happen to this country within the next several months. Also, I don't know if Austin Stevens will be back with us, but we will have the weather as well because you have the weather graphics now. Don't forget to tune in to Mitchell Gunner on Thursday night on the Spot Motorsports Media as he's got Miss Caruso coming on. And for our producer and director, Dave Holland, the dancing destroyer himself, I want to wish you a great rest of your Tuesday night, a great rest of the week. Pray that some of this rain comes. If you're working, either at work or play or whatever, please stay out of the heat. Keep yourself hydrated. On behalf of our staff, God bless you guys. Have a great week. Same bat time, same bat channel next week. God bless you guys. Have a great night.
The views and opinions expressed by the On the Spot with David Rodgers show are solely based on the show's host, guests, and viewers. We are solely responsible for all show content in its entirety and does not necessarily reflect the opinions of any sponsors in any way. These broadcasts are presented and made public by the On the Spot with David Rodgers team in the hope that it'll be entertaining and informative to our viewers and listening audience.